Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you once again to another superlative training. Yesterday was awesome. We had a great time. We're able to learn about what real estate is, the kind of real estate that is commercial, industrial, residential, virgin land. We knew that real estate is also part of the minerals under the ground, is part of real estate. We learned land sizes, we learned title documents, we learned a lot yesterday. Information was massive, and I believe we all enjoyed it. So now, today we're going to be looking at another crucial part of this training, and this is going to blow our minds, because right now we know the product we are selling, which is real estate. We know about real estate. We know about the bodies that even govern the real estate industry in Lagos and in Nigeria. We've known how to perfect the perfection of titles and so on. So we're moving into the training that will make us define who we are. So that is, who is a realtor? We know what the product is. Real estate is the business we're into, the product we are selling. So what is our job as realtor? So who is a realtor? That's our topic for today. Who is a realtor? So I'd like us to know that a realtor is a real estate professional who represents sellers or buyers of real estate. So a realtor is someone that represents the interest of either someone that wants to buy the real estate or someone that owns the real estate and wants to sell. So that's the work of a realtor. So a realtor is like the glue between a buyer and a seller. They are the one that makes the transaction to happen. So a realtor can either have a seller and look for a buyer, bring them together, and a deal is done. That means the ownership of the property is handed over to the seller for a particular amount of money. You understand? Or the realtor can represent the buyer that is looking for someone to come and buy off his property. And when someone comes, the seller is the one that represents the buyer and makes sure that the seller gets all necessary information he needs to be able to buy the property from the buyer, and he pays the right money to the buyer, and so on and so forth. So with this kind of position, there's a lot of responsibility on the realtor. That's why we say it's a realtor is a professional, a real estate professional. That's why you had to understand what real estate is, so that when those two parties involved want to make decisions, you'll be in the best position to guide them. Okay, and for this service rendered, a realtor gets a fee which is called a commission. The realtor gets a fee which is called a commission. And in Lagos precisely, or let's say Nigeria precisely, the basic commission rate is normally 10%. 10% of the cost of the property being sold or being leased. That is the fee for the realtor, 10%. But in some cases, the parties involved can negotiate, because most times normally 5% from the seller and 5% from the buyer, but it can be negotiated on whichever. The issue is that the realtor has to be paid a commission, and standard is 10%. But of course, we know we're in Nigeria, and there's always room for what? Negotiations. So the realtor must be a professional, someone that knows what he's doing. So because that a realtor has some basic values, some basic skill sets that he must possess. Are you getting me? He must possess to be a professional realtor. And number one skill set is negotiation skills. The realtor must be able to negotiate. That is, negotiate the purchasing of the property, negotiate the price, help the individuals make the right financial decisions. You understand? Not coming too strong, not trying to not just looking out for his own commission, but trying to make the both parties get the best deal. Understand? Not a buyer getting it overpriced, or not a seller getting it underpriced, but have the right negotiation skills, that at the end of the day everybody in the business is happy, everybody in the deal is happy. The second one, the realtor must have the knowledge of the local market. He must know the going rates of properties in a particular area, so that when called upon, as I say, is a professional, so it's more like a consultancy kind of thing. You must have ideas. So people consult you on various market values. Okay, like for example, here in Lagos, they can just say, I know your realtor. How much can I get a plot of land in maybe Lekki Phase 1? You have the knowledge of the market, you understand, so that you know how to price all your properties in your portfolio, or help the buyer on how he wants to sell his property. Maybe if the distress, you know which price, you have to know which price to put it. So as a realtor, you need to have local market knowledge. The next one is that a realtor's value, you must be able to have access to a network of lenders, appraisers, and other industry professionals. As I said, the real estate industry is very, very large. So as a realtor, you should have a network of those in the industry. For example, you must have a network of a build. You should have somebody close to you that builds, that constructs. You should have someone close to you that is an architect. Sorry for the slip of tongue. Someone that is close to you that is an architect. You might have somebody that is close to you, okay, that knows about engineering, civil engineering, or somebody that knows about landscaping. You should have all of that. You should have people close. It's a whole big network, you understand? So you have all those people that you can relate with, so that in case of quick information, they can give you some information concerning their own field that you need to know. Then you must be able to have price guidance. That means guide your client on the best prices. I don't know if you understand me. Guide them on the best prices. Just not that you sell a place, I said, on the price. No, you guide them. Okay, this price is good for this location. I believe you should go for this. So it's more of a consultancy thing to let your client, whatever side of the buyer or seller, get the best out of the deal. Then the next thing is that you must be able to have home staging services. That means you stage your products. You understand? You stage your products. You let brands know about you. Let friends know about you. Tell the truth all the time about your product. You understand? You must be able to advise people on if they need to get the land for maybe investment, or be able to give advice. You understand? So then you will support after closing the deal. You're able to give support to your client. Not that you have closed the deal, you have picked up the commission, they are gone. No. As a realtor, you are there through the whole process. If the person, for example, the person who came to purchase a piece of property, after purchasing, if he needs any other external services, you'll be able to provide those services, or link him up, as we said earlier, to your network of colleagues in the same industry, so that they will know that, okay, this person is relevant, is trustworthy, we can rely on this person to deliver. Then you must understand, as we did yesterday, the paperwork involved. You must understand all the paperwork, the signing of the deed of assignments, the documents the person is to receive. Thank God we did that yesterday when we talked about documentation and titles in real estate. That's why we needed that first before coming here. So you must understand all the paperwork done in the real estate industry. Then lastly, you must have marketing expertise to be able to convince. And marketing is not just about convincing somebody. Marketing starts from the way you look. Brand management, brand yourself as a realtor. Dress well, smell well, speak with confidence. Don't be timid, be bold, get knowledge, understand? So marketing expertise, be able to tell people and let them see the value. See, in business generally, what brings money is value. If you can give value, definitely you'll get money. So as a realtor, our aim is to give value to our clients, either the buyer or the seller. The thing is that they need to get value, and that is why we said, a realtor, you must value yourself. You must be top notch in everything, so that there's no room for any lapses. So at the end of the deal, as I said earlier, both parties are happy. So not that you go looking hungry. No, touch yourself up, package yourself, brand yourself as a realtor. Look good, market, speak with confidence, so that people will look at your value and say, yes, I can do business with this person. with all these skills, with all this value brought to the table, a realtor is definitely positioned for success. And I know after this, you would not regret this, because it will put you up to the next level. So with that, we have come for the questions for today. You understand? We have number one question is, mention 5 values of a realtor. The number 2 question is, would you like to become a successful realtor? On our next lesson, on our next video, we'll be looking at steps to becoming successful in the real estate industry. We have looked previously at what real estate is, the product. We have looked at what a realtor, who a realtor is, and how a realtor should be, what are his functions. We have looked at that. Now we're moving next to the next video, the next training, which is how to be successful. That is what crowns it up, how to be successful as a realtor. Because I will not lie to you, not every realtor out there is successful, but with the model we have put in place, with the way we are going about our business in real estate, we are successful. I can beat my chest. If you join the train, success is guaranteed. So watch out for tomorrow's training. I wanted to do 2 videos yesterday and do the last one today, but because of the level of information yesterday, I said let me leave that. And today's video is quite okay, because the last video of tomorrow's steps to becoming a successful realtor is out of this world, and it was a lot of information, so we cannot put that together with this. So we'll be doing that last video tomorrow, so stay tuned. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'm committed to your success. Thank you.